Welcome to I Love the Library. Today we're going to talk about Reader's Advisory. And as you can see, I've been doing a lot of traveling, so I've listened to a lot of audiobooks. I'd like to recommend Brendan O'Carroll's books. This one is the young one. And this one, it's about Agnes Brown. That's his main character and her life in the 1940s while she's growing up. And this book takes you to the point where Agnes gets married. And I'll tell you right now, Brendan O'Carroll's books are extremely funny. This one is The Mammy, and this is when Agnes actually has her seven children. They're small, and she's raising them. His books are narrated by a lady that has a wonderful Irish brogue. So if you like listening to an Irish brogue, these books are perfect for you. This is The Chislers, and that's what Agnes refers to her kids as, especially during their teenage years. Then this one is the last one in the series, and this is The Granny, and this is when Agnes becomes a grandmother. And I highly recommend Brendan O'Carroll's books. They're just fun to listen to. From Ireland, I went to China. I'm trying to read all of Lisa C's books. This one is Shanghai Girls, and this one is set in the 30s. And it goes into the war with Japan that China had, and how these two young girls are trying to get out of China and get to America. I read Snowflower and the Secret Fan, also by Lisa C. And I couldn't bring it here because it's checked out. But I heard that one is now being made into a major motion picture, and it's supposed to be released yet in 2011. So I am very anxious to see the movie. The book was set in the 1800s, and Lisa C. does a lot of getting you acquainted with what the Chinese culture was like for women. Snowflower and the Secret Fan goes into the whole foot binding thing and what that meant for a girl, and how if your feet turned out the right size and shape, you could actually marry up into a higher class family. So if you want to find out about Chinese culture, her books are wonderful to read. And from there I went to New Jersey. These are Janet Evanovich's books. This one is Sizzling 16, and this one is Finger Lickin' 15. And she has a series of 17 books. Yes, the 17th one is out. If you want to get on the list, you can call the library and request it. They're very popular. Janet Evanovich's main character is Stephanie Plum, and she needed a job at one point in time. She had a cousin named Vinny who owned a bail bondsman's business, and so she ends up being a bail bondsman for him. And the books are just full of Stephanie's botched attempts at apprehension, so they're just fun. And yes, I have read some print books. This one is Morning Glory by Diana Peterfront. And there is a movie by the same title, and I watched the movie first and didn't realize there was a book, so now I'm reading the book. It's about a young person who is a TV director. She doesn't have the right education, but she's got lots of experience. And she loses her job because of the education problem, and her boss finds her another job, and it's directing a morning show that unfortunately has the ratings in the toilet. So she's trying to resurrect this morning show so she can continue working. And I'm reading a nonfiction book. This one is North Dakota, The Heritage of a People by D. Jerome Tweeten and Theodore B. Jellify. And I read this type of book because I'm into family history, and every once in a while I see an extended family member mentioned in this type of book. So if you have a certain author that you like to read and you've read all their books, come into the reference desk here at the library and we'll find a read-alike for you. So I hope to see you here at the library.